deja vu, physically, it means that your body processed a thought. Instead of going through the processing part of your brain, it went to the memory part of your brain. So it quite literally feels like a memory. That's the physical scientific explanation. But the spiritual explanation is you're like exactly where you're meant to be to learn the things you're supposed to learn. Welcome to Signs from the Other Side with Fern Ronay. I'm your host, Fern Ronay, and this is the place to share stories of signs and messages received from the other side. Real quick before we get started, if you enjoy reading about signs and if you enjoy fiction like Bridget Jones and Sex and the City, you might enjoy my books, Better in the Morning and Better Believe It. And if you like this podcast, please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe in Apple Podcasts and tell a friend too. Thank you so much for listening, and on to the show.
All right, we got the Malocchio. We have the Malocchio. Yeah. All right, well, where are we going with this?
So whenever I have a headache, I call my mom. I come from like the descendants of the real witches of Naples. Like they were doing this, I believe, for centuries, this prayer. And I'll say to my mother, like, I have a headache and it's not going away. And she'll do these certain prayers for me. And then if she starts yawning and her eyes tear, I have the eyes. This is very hard to explain to someone who's not Italian, like outside of our culture. Yeah. So I'll explain to people like, then I have the eyes, and she'll pray and then my headache will go away. And sometimes she'll call me and she'll say, you don't have the eyes. It's just like a regular headache. Sometimes a headache's just a headache. But if there's some like energy that's coming in my direction that is not positive, it could make you physically ill. Energy is real. And these Italian women for centuries have been saying these prayers. And not to sound like a total witch, you know this, if you're going to teach someone the eyes, the prayers, they have to be taught on midnight, Christmas Eve at midnight.
That's right. I know about that. That's correct.
It sounds so crazy, but that's when you learn it. So my grandmother learned it from her sister-in-law. She taught my mother. My mother taught me. But I don't do them as well as her. Like I feel like my mother can do the eyes for herself. I'm going to get better at it, but whenever I think I have the eyes, I ask my mother to do them. And sometimes I'll speak to my grandmother out loud and I'll say, like, Grandma, do the eyes for me. And I think it works.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Does anyone in your family do them?
Yeah. Watching it be done.
Oh, yeah.
They put I guess there might be different variations of it, but they put like a Frisbee on your head or a dish. You know that?
No, but my grandmother had...
And oil?
That's so funny, because I remember, like, one holiday, my grandmother, I thought I had the eyes, and my grandmother's, like, touching my head. I'm like, what is she doing?
Yeah. Touching your head. Because, I've seen it done right in front of me. They put, like, something on your head. They put water or oil.
Yeah.
They say whatever the prayers are.
Yeah.
And the reason they do it on top of your head is because they feel that, gravity down.
Yes.
It's going to fix everything from the top down.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is our culture. I mean, people might think we're nuts, but this is something that we know and grew up with. I mean, it's...
And when I first heard it growing up, they would say, oh, someone overlooked you. Did they say that in your family? And I would be like...
of course. Absolutely.
I was like, what is... Like, they overlooked me, like they didn't see me. Like, I didn't fully understand. And they would say, like, it's like if someone complimented you and they didn't say, God bless. Yeah. And I would be like, I'm in 7th grade. Like, who's saying God bless to me? But they're like, it's the intention. Like if if someone says they like your new coat and they don't have the intention of love, they have the intention of like maybe jealousy.
Yeah, because they got to say, I like your new coat. It looks nice on you.
Yeah, right.
They stop short.
Right, or wear it in good health. Like no one our age would have been saying wear it in good health, but it's the intention. Yes, it's all about So the Malocchio, it sounds funny when we describe it outside of our culture, and maybe people don't understand it, and that's fine. But it really is another example of energy and intention.
My theory on deja vu. What have you got going on here with the deja vu? Oh, wow.
So I used to get deja vu a lot when I was a lawyer in New York. I said, like, I used to get dressed up for work, and then that was the highlight of my day, and then would, like, go downhill from there. I had great times in New York City, but I had hard times. And I would be sitting at my desk having deja vu, and I knew as a spiritual person that it meant I was exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I was like, I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah,
but,
it's a bad time.
Right. But I think I was supposed to be there because I actually, as much as I suffered, I learned a lot and I evolved. And so deja vu, physically, it means that your body processed a thought. Instead of going through the processing part of your brain, it went to the memory part of your brain. So it quite literally feels like a memory. That's the physical scientific explanation. But the spiritual explanation is you're exactly where you're meant to be. So if you ever get deja vu, know that you're like exactly where you're meant to be to learn the things you're supposed to learn while you're here on earth.
So building your wisdom.
Yes.
You are where you need to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deja vu, you are where you need to be.
Yes.
You're meant to be in that spot. So deja vu in a bad way or deja vu in a good way? If it's in a bad way, you're meant to be there because now you got to build off of that and fix that.
Yep.
So do we get deja vu in the good things or just in the bad things?
No, it just means wherever you are,
wherever.
That's where you're meant to be. So if it's
could be good, either or.
Yeah. So if you're in a good place, you got there, enjoy it. And if you're in a bad place, learn from it because you were meant to go through this to learn from it. Thank you so much for listening to Signs from the Other Side. You can find me, Fern Ronay, on all social media at Fern Ronay, Ronay. I love hearing from you and I love hearing your stories of signs. And if you would like to hear more episodes of this show, please be sure to subscribe in Apple Podcasts. Thank you again and sweet dreams.